Right, I'm Craig Collins from What the Warehouse Show, and I have with me Jacob Weiss. And Jacob is an expert on flooring. So they have a number of solutions for flooring in the warehouse. I'm going to let you tell us about your company first, and then we'll discuss some of your products.
So first of all, hi, thank you for hosting this. So basically what we do is concrete coating.
Right.
So all type of flooring, that's poured epoxies, all type of poured floors, not only epoxies, we do polished concrete, basically in warehouses, commercial kitchens, commercial stuff. And there's very much problems that can go into floors.
Right.
Which is, you have cracking, you have pests could be coming up from cracks and stuff like that. Then you have more severe problems that's like listeria and mold and all this type of issues, which is also greatly covered.
So you solve all of those problems.
Correct.
And is it actually a concrete coating, or is it just a coating that goes like an epoxy that goes over the concrete?
So basically there is both. We do both. So there's coatings and there's more like epoxy, but the way we do it, let's a little bit go into the process, is all floors has to first be grinded, which grinding means that we just take off the cap of the concrete. Mm-hmm. So whatever we do to the floor is not just on top of the floor.
Right.
We want it to be in the floor.
Okay.
So that makes it hold much longer.
Now, in a company that's got an existing warehouse, obviously, they obviously have to move the stock so that you can do the grinding of the floors. So do you do it in sections, and how do you go about engaging in a whole warehouse?
That's actually a perfect question, and we specialize in that. So we try very much to work around. We know everybody wants to make money, and closing a warehouse or closing a kitchen is a loss of a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we work very, very hard together with the bosses, managers, and stuff like that to get the things done in the best timely manner.
Right.
If we need to do overnights, we will do overnights. We can work on Sundays and Fridays, days where it gets a little bit easier for the owners. And we try to work very hard around that it shouldn't interfere too much.
And how long does a warehouse take? Let's say you've got a 10,000 square foot warehouse. How long does it take you to do that coating?
So it really depends. If it's in a good condition, you just want to have a seal or something like that, it's a much quicker operation. But once we get into problems, like if it has a lot of cracks and a lot of things, we try to do it the fastest possible.
Sure.
But we don't want, because of speed, you should have to redo it, and then it costs much more.
Of course.
So we'd rather take a day more. I know it's costly, but the cost down the road is much less than that.
Do you do floor leveling as well?
Sure, yes.
Right. I have a customer in Norway that could really do with some floor leveling. And they do chemical products. So, their floor, it's always challenging because the forklifts drive and they're bumping all over the place.
Sure. And also, you mentioned chemicals. Chemicals could be acids. It could be a lot of chemicals that eat up floors. So we do have special coatings like urethane cements and polyaspartics. And we have a lot of coatings that we can use special for chemicals that's chemical resistant.
Right.
And it works better with the chemicals.
Right. So at the end of the day, if I have a problem with my flooring, or if I'm looking at coating it, if I'm putting in a new kitchen, you're the guys to speak to. So so tell me about things like listeria and mold. How do you get rid of that problem first, or are you just coating and killing it?
So basically, let's take first the options. For a commercial kitchen, what are the options for floors? There's not a lot of options there, or it could be the tiles, which is like the red tiles that they put on. Yeah. Or you have concrete coating. So now the problem with the red tiles is that it has grout lines. Right. What happens with the grout lines? It starts to grow. It stays wet. You can clean it regularly, and then it starts to grow listeria, mold, and it can be very, very harmful down the line. Right. Versus when you have a epoxy floor or any coating floor, which is one coating, so you don't have a problem with lines or anything like that. Things getting stuck over there.
Right.
It's much easier to clean. You could power wash it even with hot water. Okay. It depends which floor we put on, but we can work around that. It should be much easier to clean.
Right. Okay, well, it really, really is good to speak to you guys, and that's exactly the sort of content we're looking for. Our customers run warehouses, and obviously when they hear about what you're doing, here's a great option, and we'll certainly be talking about you in the future. So thank you very much for coming onto the show.
Yeah, another
really
one thing that's also like when you have exposed concrete in a warehouse, the boxes and stuff start to get dusty.
Of course.
Concrete, the nature of concrete is it leaves like a dust, the alky dust in the air.
Yes.
Versus once it's sealed, and it doesn't have to be even by warehouse, it doesn't have to be really expensive sealer, it could be even a cheap sealer, but that keeps up for a long time.
Keeps the dust and
it keeps the dust inside, so you don't have any problem.
Yeah, I walk through warehouses all the time, and dust is such a problem on products, especially, you know, we've had a lot of people here talking about the fact that their product lasts for 2 years. The problem is that in the warehouse, 2 years, and it's got a coating of dust on it.
100%.
Yeah. And in fact, that customer in Norway, same problem there. So absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
No,
thank you for having me.
Excellent. Great to have you on the show. Thank you. Appreciate it.